one of the first people that I want you guys to hear from, um, he's actually a frat brother. Yo, for anybody that's any Kappas on the line. But this is my frat brother, man. This is more than just an acquaintance. If I can't even tell you guys some of the things we've gone through, I can't do it. I cannot do it. There's so many things that we went through during our journey while we were at Morehouse. Um, and it's crazy, crazy, crazy because we ended up meeting through pledging. And, you know, you ever heard the phrase life happens? Life happens, things come up in life. Life happens. And, for a while, we kind of went our own ways after college and did our own thing. And I always say God brought us back together in a very, very, very major, very, very, very powerful way. But I want you to hear a little bit from him because now he's not just my frat brother and my friend. He's now my business partner. He's my compadre. He's my I man, I love this guy. And we went through it so much together, in college, and we've reconnected, and I'm just so excited. Let me see. I want to make him a panelist here. And I want you to hear a little bit from him about his journey and how he has chosen BluPrint to do what we're going to talk about today. He, um, I think you should be able to unmute and turn your video on, but I want to introduce you guys to Lance Montfort. He has chosen what we're going to talk about today, what we're going to introduce you to this weekend. He grabbed this thing and said, I'm getting ready to run no matter what was going on in his life. And I applaud him for that. He is one of our newest BluPrint certified educators. You'll hear a little bit more about that tomorrow. But I just want you to hear a little bit about his journey and how him choosing BluPrint, it has absolutely changed the game. So I'm going to turn it over to you, sir. Thank you for spending a little time with us today, man.
Definitely, and glad to be a part of this amazing company, this amazing opportunity. Just to reiterate, I met this guy, Buana. Oh man, I'm not gonna give away his age, but let's just say my daughter likes to say it's back in the 1900s. But we met pledging Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, man, and just to kind of those of you who have never pledged, I just kind of want to give you a brief, what kind of goes on. That when you have a line, it's typically a group of guys that are basically the guys that are online that are in charge. These are the guys that the big brothers go through when they want to disseminate information. Well, they're considered the leaders on our line, and Buana was one of the five guys that were kind of leaders on our line. And I saw his integrity as he helped us, as he went through the process with us, and even after he graduated, we kept in contact, heard from him from what other guys were doing. This is an amazing guy, very integral. And so we forged a friendship, forged a bond through that. But it carried over, man. After I graduated, a little bit about my story. After I graduated, I went into corporate America in accounting. I graduated with an accounting degree from Morehouse back in 1996, and I began my career in corporate America. Well, while going through, man, I developed a passion of teaching financial literacy to to my community, and I have a passion. I really believe that there's a calling on my life is to help people make money. Tried a lot of different businesses as I was going through. Nothing really stick because nothing really meshed with who I am and my personality. Well, fast forward to about 2 years ago, December of 2022, out the blue, I get a call from Juana. He's on his way moving from North Carolina to Texas. I'm about to get married, and he needed somebody to talk to as he was getting ready to make a pit stop in Jackson, Mississippi to sleep over. But we started talking. First 5-10 minutes, we were just catching up. And through that conversation, he told me about how he's about to launch a new company called BluPrint Worldwide. And immediately something went off in my spirit. And so for the next 2 hours, we talked about his vision and things that he wanted to do with BluPrint. And I told him, I said, when you launch, give me a call back, man. It's something that I want to be a part of based upon that conversation. Well, he launched last year. Things were, in my opinion, were not going well. But who all knows that God has a different plan for you. So I was in transition between a company, started with another company, was working, and it was just a ton of work. Was not really wasn't happy, but being married with a daughter, you got to keep the lights on. Well, I get a call from my manager to set up a meeting, and when I walk into the meeting, it's her in HR. Well, that was the day that I got fired from my position, let go from the company. Um, when I got back, I sat down, I talked to my wife. Now, prior to that, I shared with my wife about BluPrint. We had seen some education material. We were interested, but things were just not right, in 2023. Well, when I got the call that I no longer had a job, sat down with my wife. We talked about it. We agreed. I made 2 phone calls. I made a phone call to my best friend, and he helped me get a contract with the company he was working for because I got to keep the bills paid, and the lights on. But the second call that I made was to Buana, and I told him, I said, "Look, I'm ready to go. You let me know when the next time they're having a certified educator class." Well, lucky for me, the next class was in 3 weeks. So I got started right then, and then in 3 weeks we started the class. And when I say that class was powerful, there were a lot of things that I had insecurities about that we talked through the class, and he helped me to overcome a lot of those. Still trying to overcome more, but that's what the class was. But it also brought out my expertise, and I saw it clear as day how my expertise can work here with BluPrint, what their vision is, and it's something I bought into and something I truly believe in. And I'm gonna tell you something. The main thing that stood out to me that I really love that I stand on is what BluPrint's purpose is. I mean, first of all, they're here to help people. Um, and what they want to do is give people opportunities by giving them tools and by giving them education so that they can accomplish their goals. Also, they're accountability partners. So anybody that comes into the program and goes forth, they have accountability partners. They have coaches that will hold them accountable um, to what their goals are, not our goals, but their goals, and we try to assist them in that. We give them real life, measurable goals that they can get results from. And then finally, man, we're here to coach. They're here to coach you and to change your behaviors because we all know. Was listening to a guy um, years ago at a seminar. He came up with these big clown sunglasses. And essentially, what he was saying is that based upon the filters that's on your eyes, these are the things that you let through. So the coaching and the things that BluPrint teaches you, it teaches you how to change your filters so that you can see the things that are available for you. So with that, I'm just glad to be a part of this company, glad to be with, my business partner, my frat brother. And I'm telling you, this is something that's going to be a great company, great experience for anybody that decides to become a part of it.
You, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you.